So the Winnipeg Jets are back in the news again, and for good news this time, the Winnipeg Jets have re-signed forwards Patrik Laine and Kyle Connor to contract extensions. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe, and let's take a look at this pair of signings for the Winnipeg Jets. Alright, so the Winnipeg Jets have signed both Patrik Laine and Kyle Connor to contract extensions, and taking a look at Patrik Laine to start things off, $6.75 million for Patrik Laine for a 2-year contract, including this year. So we have the rest of this season and next season. He had 50 points last season in 82 games played. Definitely not his best points total that he's had in his career in the NHL, but not a terrible season. Now, obviously, in a contract year, he would have probably liked to have put up more numbers, as would any player. They'd love to get Kucherov numbers, but we know realistically that's not possible. So, what does Laine's situation look like? Is this a good contract? I think this is a very fair contract for not only the Winnipeg Jets, but for Patrik Laine. Patrik Laine is coming off a tough season this past year. He's had some stuff get out recently that isn't the best news, and it may have diminished his value a little bit. Now, he has at the very least a year or two to turn his game around, have 2 really solid years, and his motivation is, if he really doesn't like Winnipeg, to get out of Winnipeg, or if his motivation is to make a lot of money and get a long-term deal, he can do that as well. This is a win-win for both teams. Winnipeg is not trapped in a situation where they have him for 8 years at an absurd amount of money that he ends up tanking and not working out, or it turns out that Patrik Laine can make a lot of money in 2 years with the new CBA agreement, and if he wants to get out of Winnipeg, he'll probably have the option in the next 2 years to figure that out and get things done. In terms of the former Michigan player Kyle Connor, $7.142857 million for Kyle Connor. That's a 6-year contract, so he's going to be here for the road. He's going to be here for the long haul with the Winnipeg Jets. Has 128 points in 178 games played in the NHL, so he's got a very good resume over his time in the NHL. 66 points in 82 games last season, so he had a very good season last year, and he's getting his payday. So he's getting a little more than Patrik Laine, but remember, it is a 6-year contract, not a 2. So long-term, Patrik Laine could be making more than Kyle Connor. He's probably going to get at least 8 if he becomes the player that we hope he becomes. If not, he could even make as much as 10. If he's going to be the next Ovechkin, he could make even more than that. So there's a lot going on with Patrik Laine. He has 2 years now to really prove and crack down, get to the game that he wants to get, and become the player that the Winnipeg Jets hope they would get when they draft him. So wish them the best of luck. Both contracts, very fair contracts, not only for the team but for the player. And things have worked out pretty well. We're starting to see these restricted free agents kind of wrap up and get things going before the regular season, and things are starting to get going. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of this pair of signings for the Winnipeg Jets? Thank you for watching, and have a good day.